Hello, people of God. Today we're going to reflect on Palm Sunday. And what I would ask you to do during this Holy Week that's approaching us so rapidly is to reread the Passion of Christ according to the Gospel of Matthew. It is a story of monumental suffering and monumental love that has been proclaimed from pulpits around churches all over the world for centuries. It speaks for itself. There's nothing I can add to what you will read. But this year I would like to share one thought about something that is a vital and meaningful part of this weekend. It is the part, in fact, that gives this Sunday its name. It is the Palms. Today is the day, Palm Sunday is the day when you receive your new supply to last another year. And by now the ones you received last year are brown and shrunken and dried up. You find these palms in most unlikely of places. People fold them and save them and decorate their home with them. When we were growing up, I usually kept mine on my bathroom mirror. My parents used to keep theirs behind a picture of Jesus that hung in the hallway. You can see people who have them tucked into their visors in their cars. And lately it seems very fashionable to make crosses with the palms. Sometimes we find the crosses in the pews after Palm Sunday. But we shouldn't think of these palms as just one more Catholic thing hanging on a wall or tucked behind a holy picture or a crucifix. These palms tell another part of the story that is read in the Passion narrative. 5 weeks ago, we stood in our beautiful churches and received ashes. We were reminded of our mortality, our sinfulness, our need for penance and prayer. But those ashes just weren't scraped from the bottom of somebody's fireplace. They were the remnants of burned palms. So today we've grown 5 weeks older, maybe, hopefully, 5 weeks wiser. I encourage you to look around at nature. Everything is bursting into new life. The daffodils are blooming, the trees are blossoming. We see in a powerful way new growth. And it begs the question, what have we learned since that Wednesday 5 weeks ago? How have we changed? And what will we do with the promise and hope of new life? Our hope and our prayer is that we all have been renewed during this Lenten season, this past 5 weeks. And you know, the season of Lent is bookended by palms, the loss and destruction of them in the beginning, and the green new leaves, the restoration at the end. Ultimately, that is what these weeks are about: burning away, clearing out, and cultivating something new. That is Lent. So look at the palms you received last year, although they were dried, shrunken up, and brown. Let them be a reminder of this week that we are beginning, the holiest week of the year. But we shouldn't just leave it at that. Let them also serve as a challenge and a remembrance. They challenge us to remember Christ's suffering and death, the triumph of that ride into Jerusalem, and the tragedy of Calvary. They challenge us to remember our role in that passion, that what Christ suffered, he suffered for us. But they also challenge us to remember what will become of those palms and become of us. As we heard 5 weeks ago, remember you are dust, and to dust you will return. Those ashes were washed away, but these palms stay with us, offering silent testimony, bearing witness calling on us not to forget what we are and what we will be. This is what our Lenten pilgrimage has been about. My prayer for you and for me this Palm Sunday is that we carry this idea with us. This year, do not miss the beauty of nature coming to life all around us, because we are people of hope. Because in a sense, each of us this day holds our future in our hands. Let the palms we hold this year not come from a tree, but on the hands of the ones we love.